getting serious about adding some silver weight to the stack. I've added one more kilo bar. Oftentimes on this channel, I'll talk more about collecting and not so much stacking, but I do both. I will say that when I rediscovered gold and silver back in 2018, I did so as a pure stacker. I did not care for collecting. I didn't understand why you would pay any sort of premium for the metal. I just simply wanted to add the most amount of weight in silver and gold as I could, and that's all I did. But as many of you will find out there through years and years of stacking, sometimes it can get a little bit boring and tedious, and you go down those collecting rabbit holes. And that's what I did with vintage silver. I don't regret that at all. I love vintage silver. I know there's big premiums associated with vintage, and so the people that only care to stack will oftentimes kind of turn their nose up at the hobby end of silver, and I understand that. Vintage silver is a little bit like numismatic coins in a way. You're collecting for rarity, sometimes condition, but more so the rarity and the fun of the hobby. Numismatics, yet a completely different wing of precious metals, and really that is just based on condition and rarity, and you're paying hundreds if not thousands of dollars an ounce on numismatic coins. So that is completely different than stacking, collecting altogether. And sometimes you can marry collecting and stacking together. I'll give you an example. The stack here of 10-ounce Sunshine mining bars, I was able to buy those at such a low premium. They are stacking bars. I've got them maybe $1 or $2 over spot at various local coin shops. So I've done very well with some of the collectible silver to also kind of marry it into stacking, if you will. So to be a good stacker, it's very simple. All you need to do is add the most amount of weight that your budget will allow for the cheapest possible price, so the price closest to spot. So speaking of spot, let's go ahead and get a little bit of channel homework out of the way and show a Kitco chart here. And this will show you, at the time I'm creating this video, the bid and ask of silver. So it'll be relevant to the silver pickup that I'm going to share with all of you right now. And that is this beautiful kilo bar from Pamp Swiss. This is my first Pamp. It's a highly recognizable name out there, but I just haven't had the opportunity to really add any Pamp bars. I'm mostly a bar stacker, especially for silver weight. So this one is a 1 kilo fine silver, 3/9 fine with a serial number, and some really cool pour lines. So it's an attractive bar, matte finish. I do not know what the 1019 stands for, but it's irrelevant because basically I'm just adding this for its pure silver weight, and that's all. Even though it is a cool bar as well, that's just an added benefit. So I purchased this bar a few weeks back for $765, which comes out to roughly about $23.85 per ounce. So very good buy within $1 of today's ask. So that's basically how I like to add more silver weight. Would I like to get a spot deal? Sure. You have to be careful on those spot deals. I've been able to find silver rounds at spot in the past. Recently there's been a 10-ounce bar I've seen for a spot deal. But the spot deals often are wrapped up into something else. You have to make a purchase on something else or hit a certain amount to be able to qualify for free freight. So spot deals aren't always what they're cracked up to be. Sometimes you're just better off finding a large silver bar to be able to pick up and drop your premium that way. But basically you can pick up any type of silver that you can find. It doesn't have to be a big bar to be able to get a good deal. Traditionally speaking, the larger the bar, the cheaper the premium, yes. But again, if you really hunt, you may be able to find a nice 5-ounce or 10-ounce bar, even maybe a roll of buffaloes. I do like adding buffaloes from time to time, various different types of buffaloes. So this is my go-to if I'm at a coin store or show and I can't find anything that I want to pick up. They always have generic buffaloes, so you can always try to find a deal on those. They're great stacking material. So that's going to do it for this video, folks. Just a short conversation about stacking silver here in 2024. Are you still stacking silver, or have you soured on the metal? You'll have to let me know your thoughts on silver stacking in the comment section. I always look forward to the conversations I have with all of you there. And as always, thank you so much for watching.